YouTube was on with it. It's your boy Zell. I'm back with another banger video. Gervontay Davis trainer says we're sending a contract to Shakur Stevenson for $6 million. Let's get it.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So there's been a lot of confusion being created by Gervontay Tank Davis's team when it comes to trainer Calvin Ford, Kenny Ellis, and what they have said about what Gervontay Tank Davis plans to do next, who he plans to fight next. Ever since Lomachenko pulled out of negotiations with Tank, naturally the boxing world thought that Gervontay Tank Davis would be fighting Shakur instead. Until Calvin Ford, he came out and said the plan is not to fight Shakur Stevenson next. Calvin said, we still have unfinished business, which it sounded like he was talking about a rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But this completely contradicts everything that Gervontay's other trainer, Kenny Ellis, has been saying recently. He's been saying that Shakur Stevenson is next, he's most likely next, as long as he doesn't turn the fight down. In fact, before Lomachenko pulled out of the Gervontay Tank Davis fight, Kenny Ellis actually had a conversation with Shakur Stevenson online, and he got Shakur Stevenson to agree to taking $6 million if it were offered to him to fight Gervontay.
Say the most you made was 3 million, right?
Yeah.
And that's the most you made in all your fights was 3 million. And we say, here, take this 6. You good with that?
Yeah.
I was just asking.
So there it is. Negotiations open and shut in less than 30 seconds. For the last year, Shakur has always made it very clear that he knows that Gervontay is the A side. He's always made it sound like he's not going to have a problem when it comes to negotiating this fight because he's not going to try to negotiate or he's not going to try to price himself out, which is exactly what he did when he was offered a Devin Haney fight, asking
Absolutely.
for a 50-50 split. The truth is, Shakur Stevenson, just like Gervontay Tank Davis, they always felt that Devin Haney was going to be the most difficult fight out of the two. Shakur, he even put out this tweet saying that Gervontay, he's too little. I could never lose to a midget. Shakur believes that Gervontay Tank Davis's lack of reach and height is what makes it an easier fight than a Devin.
Hey, bro, Gervontay, what he lacks in reach and height, he makes up for athleticism and leaping ability. We seen him backflip off top ropes. He can leap, bro. Like he can close distance with a leap. He don't have to reach you. He can jump and reach you. That leap and hook, that gazelle hook is very Roy Jones esque. It's reminiscent of Roy Jones. So if Tank fan him out of position and hit him with a leap and hook, it might be good night, bro. So don't underestimate it because of his size. He has tremendous athleticism, bro.
Haney fight would have been previously. Now, even though they sparred against each other, sparring and an actual pro fight are two entirely different things. Now, when it comes to Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, after Kenny Ellis, once again, have been constantly telling the fans that Shakur is going to be next, Calvin Ford, I told you, he said that he wants Gervontay to fight someone else. But then he also said that they're going to send a contract to Shakur Stevenson to see if he really wants to fight.
Gonna send you a contract with the money. If they take it, they take it. It is what it is. We just seen what happened just now.
Okay, so when he says we just seen what happened, he's talking about the
Yeah,
Lomachenko
I'm pretty sure he's
situation.
talking about Loma.
Lomachenko turning down the biggest payday of his career and turning down an opportunity to get closer to being undisputed, something that Lomachenko claimed was his biggest dream at 135. So even though we often hear both Gervontay's trainers, Kenny Ellis and Calvin Ford, say different things, they are on the same page when it comes to saying that they're going to send Shakur Stevenson an offer. We'll see if it comes to fruition, and we'll see if Shakur Stevenson accepts. That's all I got for now.
Yeah, man. I just find it ironic how Shakur is willing to accept the offer with Tank, but isn't willing to accept Haney's offer. And I understand because Shakur was very accomplished when Devin sent him that contract, but so was Devin. Shakur was a 3 division champ and unified at 130, but he was never undisputed. Devin was undisputed at 135. So Devin had the leverage essentially because Shakur moving his weight class and he undisputed. So if I'm Shakur, I'm taking that money and I'm gonna negotiate and wait and all this other shit, and I'm gonna try to beat him, take his belt, so I become the East Side. But apparently that wasn't his vision. Apparently this is his vision to fight Tank and do it the harder way because Tank is the harder fight. compared to Devin Haney. With Devin Haney, Shakur might be able to use some of that boxing ability because Devin Haney he shouldn't be scared of the power, but we know Devin Haney is a knockout puncher. But he would have been able to box with him without fearing his lights being shut out at any time. But with Tank, that's exactly what you got to think about at all times. He can end the fight when he wants to. If he catch you out of position, fight over. If you want to end the fight, fight over. But look, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and share this. We on the road to 2K. We gonna get the Cut of Mafia too strong. Lay y'all till next time, man.